Hello and welcome, I'm Kia Skipner, and today I'm reading Carrie Soto is Back. I have really enjoyed reading Taylor Jenkins Reid's over the last 4 years or whatever I read her, and I really enjoyed it. I am about an hour and a half into this 10-hour audiobook, and I am not completely enjoying it, and this is surprising me. I think the first person is not going very well for me. I don't often enjoy first person, and I think that first person through interview style was okay when it was done because it was kind of humorous and it was being cut back and forth with humor, but this straightforward first person narration is kind of killing me and I hate it. Always hide a book in your work clothes.
The digging song, yeah. Alright, let's do this together. 1, 2, whoa. And we move it this way.
Did I hide over here by the water? I did. I have my book. I have my water. I'm very happy. This is our rock dock, which is my favorite thing because we made it when we were children before we had a proper deck. And hi! And yeah, we have that and it's beautiful. It's just a small little lake with a beautiful rink. I am way out on this kayak. This is the island of my childhood. It was a very small island in this, fairly small lake, but a lake that I have grown up and I've loved and I haven't seen in about 6 years. So I'm going to this little island, I'm going to this little kayak, and I'm going to read Sargasso Sea. I restarted it and it's just really lovely. We're coming into this island, which looks a lot bigger than it is in real life, I think, but it is very nice. And yeah, I've always loved getting over here and reading. The sun has finally come out and it is gloriously shiny and I love it. I'm kayaking and reading, and Sargasso Sea is just so amazing, and I love every single line. It reads as if it's poetry and I'm so excited to read it. I am driving back from the cottage and I am reading Carrie Soto is Back, and I'm enjoying it. The first part with it was a little too synopsis for me. Like, we went through the first 37 years of her life, and we skipped over a lot and was a lot beat by beat and not letting the moments go in. And I think that parts of this would be stronger if we zoomed in a little bit more on that, especially since there's moments in now, as soon as it's present day, we go to news reports, we go to all of these things, and I'm enjoying those. I think that would have been a better way to intertwine that, and maybe it's different reading it in audiobook than it is physical, but I do really wish that she'd used more multimedia in the first half, because I think it would be none. And also, one of the central relationships is her and Beau, and I think that even seeing a moment in which the moment where he didn't call her back, or moments where that and let them play out, because there was very few moments in her career that they let play out earlier, and I feel like that would have allowed a stronger beginning. But that we also jump in, that was probably only the first 30% of the book. So now that we're in the most of it, I'm immediately enjoying it so much better, and she's about to go on her first Grand Slam again, and I am so excited. I don't know if she'll lose, I don't know, because a lot of it is that she's so hard and she's been hunting her life off, so I could definitely see a story in which she doesn't win and she has to lose. She has to learn that being the greatest of all isn't actually the best thing, and that she has to learn that. Or it could be that that age isn't all about it and stuff. So I really want her to and Nikki to become friends, and her to realize she doesn't have to be in competition against women. I want her to have more friends. I want her to have all relationships. I don't know what story we're going to be told, because she tends to gear slightly more melancholic, Taylor Jenkins Reid's. She doesn't normally have a super happy ending, but I want to have those really emotional moments, and so far I'm just in it and enjoying it. So I'm really excited to read more of it and to get home and shower and feel clean and wonderful. It was wonderful seeing all my family and seeing my beautiful nephews and hanging out and having fun on a cottage that I grew up going to 9 times a summer and haven't gone in 6 years. That was delightful, but I'm so excited to be home as well. I start off being maybe Taylor Jenkins Reid has failed me, and yet here I am at the end. I'm not even at that. I have 30% left, and I'm I am loving this so much. I'm enjoying it so much. I'm really enjoying the characters. It is saying a lot about belief in the way that we perceive each other's, and mental health, and I'm interested in how that is all going to come together. But I'm really enjoying the father-daughter relationship. What is the line between honesty and encouragement? When should you be honest? When should you not? When should you hold your mouth? How does like all of these play together. I'm really enjoying all the characters. I'm liking Beau a lot more than I ever expected from the first. I have my chai tea latte, which just makes me happy. I really love just drinking tea. It always makes me happy. So I have like an hour and 45 minutes left through Toronto, and I'm hoping because it's a Sunday night that it will be nice and clear. I feel relaxed. After that, I'm going to start Fevered Star because I'm going to have a little bit time left at the end of my journey. So okay, we are now in October and I am in fall colors, and it's been a little while since I've, you know, finished this vlog, but I was traveling home. It was rough. I was not rough. It was just fun cottage things. I am not a camping person. I like showers. I like, you know, soft beds, all of those things. Those things are my fan. So now that I've had a little time to think about Carrie Soto, I enjoy it a lot. I really enjoy the characters that we get to see. And Carrie Soto is an interesting protagonist. She's so difficult to like at the beginning, and yet you see those things in which she slowly comes out of her shell. She slowly begins to trust people. And those relationships with her father, in which he's like, you know, he's trying to be protective, but he's also like acknowledging the ways in which he is fed into this, like, that she has to win, that she has to be the best. And I don't want to spoil the ways in which it ends and the ways of things, but I enjoy it. Also, Beau Huntley, such a great character, lovable. I really wish some of it had been like, you know, given in the backstory. Like the first 2 hours of the audiobook is like kind of my biggest thing, is because it jumped way too fast, I think. And I think we could have had some more multimedia exposure and stuff like that, but I really enjoy the character. I want to do like a huge reread and reading of all of her books because it's been a while since I've read Evelyn Hugo and Daisy Jones, and I love Malibu Rising. So yeah, I don't know where this would place, but I don't know. I definitely know that Taylor Jenkins Reid is an author that I can trust and that I will return to time and time again, because I think that she tells really nuanced stories and really intimate stories, and I really like the ways in which she deals with the ways in which women have to like undo that trauma and are pitted against each other and connective. And I think that also, one thing that I can say that's not spoilery is that Carrie and Nikki are opponents, but they are not enemies. And I really enjoyed the ways in which, like, there's a moment in which Nikki is like, you know, I'm gonna give you these flowers because I want to congratulate you on how much you have done and like shepherded, and like I saw you and like you were an inspiration, but that's not going to keep me from killing you in the field tomorrow. Like, you know, it's really great. It has those moments of triumph, it has those moments of defeat, and it also deals with like you see sometimes the ways in which like she's viewing Nikki as if like upstart, and yet Nikki also sees her. I don't know how to say things without spoilery, but maybe I should do a spoilery review because it was delightful. But I think that it also shows the ways in which we are perceiving a situation very specifically, and we're not fully accounting for the ways in which the other person is seeing it. And that was really well done. And I missed the full cast. Like, I would have loved to see, other than newspapers, also some of Beau, some of Nikki's, like some of those moments. It also has a grief in it that tore me apart. I was not okay. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Carrie Soto is Back. Thank you for joining me for this fun little vlog and Cottage. I'm still in the midst of Sargasso Sea. I'm gonna be in the midst of that book forever, but I enjoy reading it and I enjoyed things, and yeah, I'll make a review about it one day and it will be fun. But some books just come around with us and come on all our adventures, and some of them you finish in a weekend and you're like, this is amazing. But sometimes you finish a book in 6 months or 6 years and it's amazing too. So happy reading, writing, and I'll see you next time.